Haunted Places in Texas. San Antonio State Hospital, Southwestern Insane Asylum. It opened its doors on April 6, 1892. It was built on 640 acres and accommodated 500 patients. It had livestock crops and a fishing pond. In 1910, IT received a $100,000 expansion grant to house 1,140 patients. The hospital changed its name to San Antonio State Hospital in 1925. Former employees and residents claim the hospital to be haunted. Apparitions have been seen roaming around through the second-story window. A man who was hospitalized there for 12 years said that he has seen the paranormal activity during his stay, and the living conditions were horrible, he said. Later on in his life he had filed a lawsuit against the asylum. Just imagine what he had to go through while his stay there. I would have went insane. El Cameroncito Night Club, San Antonio, Texas. On Halloween night in 1975, a dashing young man dressed in white entered the club. According to residents, he was a dancer and he wooed many women that night. As the evening went on, things took a horrific turn when one of dancing partners looked down at his feet. The woman screamed and broke free from his grip. His feet were hooves. The man ran to the men's restroom where he vanished out the bathroom window. He left behind a cloud of smoke and a strong smell of sulfur. The club now is a gentleman's club, and when you go to the restroom you can still smell the sulfur in the air. If plan on visiting, watch yourself, 'cause you may be sitting at the bar having a drink with the devil himself. Cameron Park, Waco, Texas. In the early 1800s or 1900s, a woman was accused of witchcraft and was banished to live in the woods at Cameron Park. Later on, the people from the town went and set the so-called witch's house on fire, and she burned down with it. They say if you go there at night, the witch will run you out the woods. Dare to enter? At the same location in the 1800s, a couple of thieves said to have stolen a horse but were later caught and hung from a tree at the park, and at night you can still see the two men hanging from the tree. Even after death they are still paying for what they did in life. If you ever want to take a stroll in the park, I rather go during the day, not at night. El Paso High School, El Paso, Texas. The school opened in 1916. At one point, the school was temporarily closed to be used as a morgue during both World Wars. The morgue was located in the basement of the school, but it was closed off. Later, the once closed-off basement was reopened, but no one knows why it was closed off. When it was reopened, it was in pristine conditions. There have been reports that you can hear slamming doors and footsteps during school hours when everyone is in class. Once students and staff thought a pep rally was going on and went to check what was all the fuss about in the gym, and no one was there. The most common ghost there is of a girl who roams on the balcony, and you can see her jump to her death. I guess she didn't pass her math test, and she thought it would be easier to just jump to break a bone. She got more than what she bargained for. McFadden Beach, Port Ortha, Texas. During the Civil War, McFadden Beach served as a prisoner of war camp. Visitors reported of men screaming, musket shots, and even cannon fire. Beachgoers claimed to see ships with large sails and then disappear. Who would ever thought that a beach can have such a dark past?